what it do?
You are now keying in
With the one and only Kiki Simone, as she lock in with the dopest
Christian hip hop.
gospel and inspirational artists from all over. Bringing you the dopest, exclusive interviews that you get here and only here first. Powered by yours truly
Live Loud Legacy.
and Visionary Vision.
Qui'N In. Hello and welcome to Qui'N In. I'm your girl Kiki Simone. On this particular show, on the Qui'N In show, we're going to give you the opportunity to be able to hear some interesting conversations with some of your favorite artists, some of your favorite entrepreneurs and creatives. Also, you'll also get that opportunity to make sure that we are displaying kingdom character here in the earth with some of my guests. Well, really with all of my guests. So what I want to do at this time is I want to introduce a very dear friend to our family, to the Qui'N In family. This brother right here, let me tell y'all, first I heard of him as a former arena football player. He is also a carpenter. He is also, what else? An entrepreneur with Good Old Herbs, and we're going to talk about that as well. So let me welcome to some of y'all our brother, Tony Goodman. How you doing, brother Tony?
Doing pretty good.
Well, not brother Tony. Not like that, but what's up, Tony?
Not much, man. Just chilling. I'm blessed to be here. Appreciate you guys for having me.
Well, we are so welcome. You know, we're so thankful, should I say, to have you here. Tony, I'm going to be asking you a couple questions that not going to get too invasive, but I just want to see and want our viewers to be able to hear some of the good stuff that you got going on in your life and really for them to get to know you, because I know you as the Sea Moss man. Yeah. And so speaking of Sea Moss, how did you get into herbs and, you know, all that kind of stuff, all the healthy stuff?
Well, I mean, it kind of always been my lifestyle in a sense. You know, even in the past, I always tried to eat clean and healthy.
Oh, that's good.
So like baked chicken, fish, and stuff like that. That's what I had knowledge of at the time. So that was my way of so-called eating healthy, you know, being an athlete. Mm-hmm. So like when all my college teammates would go through the lunch line, you know, they getting pizzas and all that. I'm getting big old salads. You know, sunflower seeds, just filling up all the veggies and stuff like that. But I mean, it paid off because it separated me. You know, and I had more energy, outlasted people. But I mean, fast forward to now, I say I've been about plant-based about 6 years now.
Wow.
So I don't eat no meat, no dairy. Like I check every label. Like
everything.
I'm that guy.
You shop around the grocery store, like on what they say on the perimeter of it.
Yeah, that's me.
So nothing in the inside.
I mean, if I go on the inside, I'm double checking the labels. So,
okay.
I mean, there's some stuff in there that I'm going to eat, you know, but I'm very cautious about that now that I have knowledge.
Okay, yeah.
You know, of like what I put in my body. So, but so sea moss is something I've been doing. You know, but I started like sharing things that I do. One thing about me, like my life, I try to be transparent, you know, and I try to share things that I know can help people.
Right,
and then to show people like, hey, I ain't perfect either, you know, but like you can still strive to be that or whatnot. So people start, once the pandemic, you know, hit or whatever, let me rewind. I happened to be on the internet and I saw like somebody that was selling sea moss for bulk. Like this is my first time ever seeing it. Or whatnot. Like it was in bulk. I'm talking about like 20 pounds or better. And I just really felt compelled to buy it. Like literally.
Sea moss, don't it look hard, Tony?
Yeah, well, it's you know, of course in the water, like it soaks up. It's a seaweed, so it's wet, but then they sun dry it. Oh. Yeah, so it takes all the water, so it's dry.
It looked like ramen noodles to me.
Yeah, it don't taste like it though. But so I had that just sitting in my house, you know, and I didn't know why, but a little while after that, the pandemic hit. And then people started getting sick and stuff. And then I just really felt in my spirit like to jump out and help people, because people started asking and stuff like that. And then I knew the benefits. And
wow.
I just leaped out there. I didn't have no knowledge as far as like, you know, as far as from a business standpoint, as far as selling like holistic perishable items. I didn't know like where to get jars. I didn't know like labels. I didn't know about none of that stuff.
Wow.
But one thing about me, like growing up, when you ain't have much,
you're gonna learn today.
You have to, yeah, man. People look at me and my brothers. It's crazy because a lot of people wanted to hang around us. A lot of people wanted to be like us. Like many people just can be like, man, yeah, that's my cousin, and we be like, I don't know you. You know, but the people just saw us like that, and because we used to come to school clean, like dressed, and it's 5 boys. Like, thank God for good genes. Like my mom, she got 5 handsome boys. Like, and everybody was just cool to us, and of course, like the girls liked us and stuff like that.
Right, right.
But we used to have to get out there and hustle, man. Like we lost my uncle in '96. He was the breadwinner. He was the backbone of the family. He held everything.
Wow.
I mean, we didn't have no worries. Christmas time, everything. Like that's why I got as far as like my motivation to, you know, as far as to do good and excel and everything, because I get an A on my report. I'm getting a pair of shoes.
Oh,
like,
yes.
He even got me. That's why I got my first job when I was a little kid, ironing clothes. He used to pay me $5 just to crease his khaki shorts.
I wish your uncle was my uncle.
Yeah, to crease his khaki shorts. Like I used to have bank when I was younger, you know.
Oh.
So I was a hustler. But once he passed, like our family kind of went down, so we had to make ways. Like my grandmother, my mom, like everybody kind of came together to help us, you know, succeed, and then also to make sure we had what we had. But like we used to get out and sell mistletoe. Like people see mistletoe, like Christmas time, the thing you hang over.
Yeah.
That's like, it's real. It's a real, but it's a type of like fungus, but it grows in oak trees. Like literally, my granddaddy created a tool where we can go and cut it down. We used to go cut them down out of the trees during Christmas time. We used to take them, wash them off, clean them real good, take ribbons.
A fungus.
We used to take the ribbons and wrap ribbons around it. We used to make them creative, like curly. We used to get candy canes, put candy canes on them. Then we'll take like canned good boxes, the boxes that canned goods, to have boxes. We'll wrap that in wrapping paper, Christmas wrapping paper, to make it look nice. And then we put the sea moss in. I mean, the
mistletoe. The mistletoe.
We put the mistletoe in them. And then my aunt and grandma and my mom, like they used to drop us off to different
neighborhoods,
like different stores.
Wow.
Like, we'll say like the Mandarin area. That was like then like a pretty nice area. So we used to go to areas like that, to places like Food Lion closed now, but Food Lion, Walmart, Kmart.
Wow.
And they used to drop us off. We go in the morning, and they used to make their rounds every so often and check on each and every one of us. And we used to just stand out there, and people, we go in the store and ask them, hey, is it okay we come out and take donations? Like, we're just trying to have a Christmas. And people come by, they be like, hey, you know, you want to buy, we ask them, hey, would you like a mistletoe? And they ask you how much. We say any amount you give us. And they be like, well, what is for? It was like, we just trying to, you know, we're trying to have a Christmas. Some people may give us 50 cents. Some may give us $2. Then you have generous one, they may give you like $100 or $200.
Wow.
So each day we collect our money. And like I said, we're little kids. So then our peoples come, they be like, hey, all right, it's kind of come to the car. It's your round. So we go to the car, we empty our pockets, and we see all the money. So we get back out there, and we going back at it. Sun up to sundown.
That's dope.
We get home. So we, you know, when it's time before Christmas, they used to take us like Christmas Eve. That's when we used to go shopping. So they take us, man, we little kids, man. I'm talking about we busting down like $10,000, $15,000.
Y'all had like kids. A good work ethic at such a young age. And that really was kind of going to go into my next question, but I think I got the answer to my question was really because I know that you have Good Old Herb. For those of you that don't know, he has his own company called Good Old Herbs, as you can see on his t-shirt. And I wanted to ask, how has that in particular with the sea moss and all of the healthy things that you sell, how has that impacted you as a person? Like, just as your character, has that done anything for you, or is it just a business thing? But how has it impacted you as an individual?
Well, it's beyond a business for me. Like, it's not really about money, but the words say a man's gift will make room for him. So, I mean, it's something that I do. So if it's something that I love, I can get paid for it, then, hey, it's a win-win.
Right.
But I don't look for that. Like, I will give people products, if they really need it, like, I would give it to them before I charge them for it.
Wow.
And I've done that. Like, I gave away so much product.
I can say that I'm a recipient of that. Just FYI, me and Babe are recipients of the sea moss, and he got everything, y'all. Honestly, he has the capsules. Babe even told me you got popsicles. You got popsicles
now.
Oh my goodness!
And the latest thing I just made was dog biscuits.
Y'all heard that?
Sea moss
dog biscuits. Sea moss. I would have never thought that, Tony.
Yeah.
I would have never thought that. That's really creative,
right.
And I'm intrigued to hear a little bit more about that. I'm gonna come back to it, but I want to ask you this question. Okay, so you said you were fit, growing up and stuff like that. And you played in the arena football, and I've been to a few games. The energy is like crazy inside. Yeah, it's different. Yes, it's really different, y'all. If y'all haven't been to arena football, I know I met a lot of people there, players included, right? I had an opportunity to chill with some of them before. Now, I can say that when I met them, I wasn't married, and I just was not following everything I was supposed to do, right? So for you as a player, like traveling from city to city, how did you handle that? How did you handle going from city to city and still setting yourself apart from, your peers?
Well, it was just really being conscious of the light that I possessed. And knowing that my teammates and coaches, like, they watched me, because from day one, I professed to be this person. I've shown this person, so they want to see, like, how I respond,
right?
Through every situation. Because I mean, especially like with me, like it definitely be trying, especially when like you're that dude,
right?
And then because of the politics of the game, or because this person knows this person, or because this person has been in this league for longer than you, then they get,
right,
those privileges of playing ahead of you in a sense. So you have to be humble, you have to bite your tongue and stuff like that and wait your turn,
right,
or whatever. But that's really it. Just being plugged in and understanding that I'm only here for God, because it's been in many times that I failed, and then I won that championship with the Sharks in 19, and I was 33.
Wow.
So I was like one of the oldest on the team, but yet I was like the fastest. I was like the most, healthy. Like, so I looked at that as I'm that example.
Right.
I'm the closest thing that they would see to God, because I'm telling them about him.
Right.
And then slowly but surely, like, people come and ask me. Like, they start just coming to ask me questions. By me being 33 and performing like I'm performing, they be like, man, what is you doing? You
were, if I'm not mistaken, you were a defensive back, right? So what role, honestly, like, well, I don't know. I know the quarterback,
right,
and I know tight end, and I know, wide receiver. So what is a defensive back?
Well, they're the ones that, you got the quarterback, then you got the receiver. The receiver, the one catching the ball from the quarterback. The defensive back is the one trying to keep the receiver from catching the ball.
Oh.
See, so
gotcha.
in arena ball, like, you really had to be that dude to play defensive back, because in the regular football, you have 11 men. So you got other people to hide behind, really.
Okay.
See, but arena ball is really about the receivers, the quarterback, and the DBs. So you got to play that receiver. And especially that high motion, he coming full speed already. I mean,
you had to be in shape.
Yeah.
And those good old herbs, you know, just really helped you.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty dope.
If I really knew what I knew I have access to now, you know, I would have been on that a long time ago in my early career. And like for guys now, because, you know, I've been blessed to actually provide products to some NFL guys.
That's dope.
Now, you know, and I tell them like, hey, it's a game changer. You know, it's a game changer as far as getting you ahead of the ball game. And I encourage parents like of younger, like high school, because it's safe for any kids. Little babies can take it, you know, and it just gives you that extra energy and boost to make sure that your body is functioning at its highest level.
Well, I'm being convicted right now. Because I've been eating the healthiest, but I'm being convicted. Maybe what you sitting here is, you know, I'm going to remember it and just keep it and watch my husband hold me accountable to that. Anywho, now, Tony, you are, you're a nice looking man, right? And you're single, right? I want to plug my single
you gonna
fellas.
put me out there.
I'm just saying, I just want to plug the fact that I'm going somewhere with this. I'm not really focused on that part.
Yeah.
But if you could have someone to play you in a biopic of your life, of your story, like who would it be? I kind of think I know who the person would be, even though I don't know you like that. Right. But I think I know who you would select. But I want to hear, who would you select to play you?
I don't know. That's a good question. I would probably say my son.
Okay, I was totally wrong, y'all. Okay.
I would probably say my son Tony Jr.
Okay.
And reason being because, you know, he loves that name. Like he respects that name.
That's awesome.
Like I noticed like he really watches me to the T, you know, and yeah, it would definitely be my son. He's humble just like me. He's quiet just like me. And anybody could play me because he's watched me. I would say him.
Okay, so to all my viewers, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think he was gonna say his son. I thought you was gonna say Michael B. Jordan. That's who I thought you was gonna say. That's who I thought you was gonna say. I'm just saying, you know, he fit. You know, he take care of himself, and you know, I see some of your videos on Facebook, and you know, he got his poster and all that, y'all, where he's showing his, you know, how fit he is. So that's why I thought of Michael B. Jordan. But now, what do you like to do for fun?
I like to play Call of Duty.
That's it?
I like to play Call of Duty. I like to fish. I haven't been fishing in a while, though.
Okay.
And especially now that I don't eat fish. So it kind of be hard for me to fish. But if I fish, now I just catch and release most of the time.
Okay.
So I like going deep sea fishing. But, I mean, that... yeah, that's really about it.
So are you more of a homebody, or are you a person that likes to go out?
To be honest, I'm in the place right now where I'm really just trying to build.
Okay.
So that I really don't have that much time for. I know it'll come a time for that because I have a goal. I'm 36 right now. I want to be fully, like, completely retired from everything by 38.
Oh.
So I got 2 years.
Wow, 38. Okay, I was about to say something, but I ain't gonna say. I was gonna say I'm past that.
Yeah.
So I hope you are able to do it. In the way that you're going, it definitely looks like you're headed in that direction. Another question I wanted to ask you: what do you think has been the most rewarding thing for you that you've done? What's been the most rewarding?
You saying like in
just anything? It could, you know, just randomly anything. What's something that's been very rewarding for you?
I would say my mom, my family, just being able to see me like graduate college. You know, cause my grandfather, he passed, so he didn't get a chance to do that.
Okay.
And seeing me play professional ball, you know, college, and then start my businesses.
Okay.
Or whatnot, you know, I would say that, and then even for my children, like to see me, you know, as far as like this entrepreneur just trying to change the game for them.
Right.
You know, just to
That's
give
dope.
them a different aspect on life, like to really like follow your gifts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, follow your gifts, and you can, you could be your own boss. Ain't
Right.
nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm. What about, now I heard you mention your children. I wanted to ask you, what is it like being a father in these times right now? Because we know in these times right now is not, it's a lot going on in the world. So how are you feeling being a father like right now?
I mean, even that for me, like my situation is kind of, it's kind of tough a little bit, because I don't have my children.
Okay.
So, and that's something that I had to completely like put in God's hands, because it, just the absence of them, like it just really like put me in a real, depressed, like dark space or whatever. Even to the point like I just felt like quitting, like committing suicide. But like it was the thought of my children,
right,
and hope of things getting better, and my faith in God, that keeps me going. But I had to get to the point because it got so bad. Like I flunked out my senior year of college.
Wow.
Yeah, I flunked out my senior year of college. Like I couldn't function. I mean, all else. Like
wow.
I flunked out, and I had to step away from college for about 4 years. I took like a 4-year break because it just took the most of me. And I mean, even with that, like, because I was a college student and stuff, so I ain't making a lot of money and stuff, but
right.
I'm there to better myself for my children. Like that was the goal. My whole point being there, even me pursuing football and stuff, has always been for my kids. I'm trying to create a better life for my kids. I want them to have more than I had. I don't want them to have to go through some of the things that I went through. And some, the mom, like, they didn't understand that. And maybe that's kind of my fault because I didn't really express that. I mean, I did, but not directly, like, sit down, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. This the game plan. Like, I just need you to work with me. So here I'm this kid trying to make a better life, and I couldn't really provide financially, like I wanted to. And then because I was a top athlete, I was restricted from doing certain things.
Oh, wow.
Which, I told, but they didn't believe me. So it's like I was kind of hit across the head. So instead of this man who's trying to better himself and you pushing or helping him, you fight against him.
Wow.
And so that kind of like really like took a toll on me. And but like I said, I thank God though, because like I said, my uncle, he went through something similar. And he's older. He was like in his 70s, like 60s, 70s.
Oh.
So he saw how I was and how it was affecting me, and he was just like, Tony, he was like, I know you love your babies and this. He was like, you're gonna have to just give it to God. He was like, because I've been through the same thing. He said, one thing about it, when them kids get older, they're gonna want to come find their dad. And he said, you just make sure when they come that you're ready to receive them. So that's what I've been doing.
That's good.
I've been trying to prepare myself, like spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, to receive them, for when they come. Like I may have missed like some of the younger years because of things that I was trying to do, or whatnot, as far as bettering myself as a man. But now I can put myself in a position to make sure their future is squared away.
Right. So
that's my goal. But yeah, I love my babies though, man.
That speaks so is how do I want to say it? It speaks volumes because it's a lot of fathers that, could care less. Like, hey, I ain't seen you in a minute and I'm just probably never going to see you. And you're just, I have a child somewhere. And I one think that that's very honorable of you. And also, I really truly believe that children need their fathers. At the end of the day, children really need their fathers. And there's a different psyche and mental thing that boys really go through, especially when their dad's not in the home. And it just, it makes it, even the more difficult because you're trying to get it back together. But at the end of the day, the thing that you said that stood out to me was the fact that your uncle said that you just had to trust God. At the end of the day, you just got to surrender it to him, because there's some things that we, that's just out of our control. And
so it be kind of, I know just the human side though, that kind of be kind of tough.
Yes.
Because you really desire to be there, and it's crazy. Like, you could be around other people's kids and people can see like what type of person you are. And it's like, but you've been robbed from that from your own, and then you have this other person on the other end like bashing you, and they have no idea like what you're stealing away from the kids, because you don't know what type of man. Right. They don't really know what type. They knew who I was, but they don't know who I am now. Like, and I have so much to offer, man. But yeah, I would say it's just me just really just keeping it before God, because like I said, they're not with me, and it hurts. Like, I can't even lie, like it hurts, man. Like, it really does. And it's like I miss time that I can't make up. And like I said, all I can do is just keep doing what I'm doing and believe in God, and just hope that one day they can see me at the mountaintop, and then I can just be like, this is what daddy this is what daddy been
doing.
Like,
right.
This is what daddy all this time. This is what daddy
That's
been
what he's
for.
been doing. And, God can definitely, we can't, like you said, we can't get the time back, but God can redeem time to where when it does come back together, that you will be able to feel like there was no time left there. And I can't speak from your perspective because, one, I'm not a father, and I don't have any biological children. However, I know what it's like to lose time away from someone, and then when you come back together, it's as if like it never left. And so I just want to encourage you, as you have your story that you just shared. I know it's encouraging a lot of our viewers, and I want to encourage you to continue to, have the faith, trust God, and it's a day-by-day process. And I know it's not easy. I'm sure it's not easy. But at the end of the day, like, God is going to get the glory out of it. And that's what matters at the end of the day, that he will get the glory out of it. And he is getting the glory out of your life right now. He's getting the glory out of the decisions that you are currently making, and even out of the decisions that you made beforehand. He's still going to get the glory out of that. So, and I hope that that's an encouraging word for anyone that's watching, whatever your it is, whatever that thing is that you're going through that, can be very difficult, that God will get the glory out of it. I'm just very thankful that, Tony, that you took this opportunity to be transparent and share with us, a part of your life, because I do see the kingdom character that is coming out, because you are a giver, you are a supporter, you are a motivator, you are a teacher, and there's so many things I probably could say, just one from watching your Facebook. And just looking at what you're doing and who you've been to my husband. You know what I'm saying? I reap the benefits of the things, of the conversations you have with him. So I know that God is being glorified in your life, because I'm a recipient of that. And so I just want to say thank you. And can you leave something with our viewers just to motivate them in whatever something it is that they may be going through? Encourage them, or whether it's health wise, taking care of your bodies, whatever it is you want to share.
Yeah, you definitely want to do that first and foremost. Our bodies are our temple. Like, we only get one of them. We only get one chance to do this thing. So, you want to do a better job of taking care of that. Like, break the mold, break the mindset of the past. Oh, our ancestor did this, our ancestor ate that. They did it because they have no choice. Like, it's a new day and age. We have access to more stuff. Like, it's not, when you know better, you do better. People say that and they leave it there. And I say, no, it's not that, because a lot of people know better, but they don't do better. It's, you know better. You have to choose or decide to do better. And you have to go with that. But I would definitely, since we was on that point with kids, like, that's something, you know, that the enemy try to fight me for, you know, like, to be silent on that or whatnot, to make me feel like I'm an inadequate father or whatever, which I know, and people that personally know me, you know. But I would encourage, like, mothers and fathers, like, man, come to some type of resolve, like, some type of agreement. Like, it's for the kids.
Right.
Like, I don't care if this man don't have a dime to give. He got his time. Like, he got knowledge. He got wisdom. He got love. A child needs that. Like, and most women, they be bitter. Like, I'm going to just say it. Like, they be bitter. They be bitter because the relationship didn't work out. So now you want to try to get back at the man, and you keep his kids away, but you're affecting the kids. Like, that child have to grow up with that. Like, you're an adult. Yeah, you're an adult. You can fight through that. But that kid, you leaving that kid to have to fight through that stuff. And, man, it's not right. And, man, I'm just say this. Like, get it together. Like, let's get it together. Like, our kids need us, man. They need both parents. Not just one. They need both. So, man, settle them differences, man. Like, because you don't know what the other person going through.
Right.
Like I said, the battles that I had to fight in my mind, man, like the dark places I've been through in my mind about my kids. Like, even now, like, my two youngest, man, I can't even see them. I ain't seen my babies in like 3.5 years.
Wow.
How can you be that, and you take a man kids, you don't let them see it? How can you be that evil? Like,
it just
how can you do that?
It
So
just it requires prayer.
Like, get it together, man. Like, them kids, they need that love, because the world already world already ain't for us. You know, so allow that man to be that father, man, in spite of whatever y'all have. Like, let bygones be bygones, and y'all work it out, man, so them babies could be good.
I love that. I just want to say thank you so much, Tony, for coming to share on Qui'N In. And what are your handles, just in case they want to get some sea moss, some doggy biscuits, whatever it is?
Well, it's really just my name, Tony Goodman. On Instagram is Tony Goodman SR, and then Facebook is Tony Goodman, and then also my business page is good_old herbs, OLEHERBS, on Instagram. And then my website is www.goodoldherb.com.
And y'all heard it here on Qui'N In. Make sure that you are following us on LOL with Kiki Simone. That's QUISYMONE on Instagram, as well on Facebook. You can find us, and on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell as well. And until next time, I holla.